Welcome back to next play from home. The final matchup between ZIGMA and BTRG. We're going up to train, and it will be BTRG choosing what side they start on. Most likely going to be the CT side, and this is it. 1-1 is the score, and this is the fight for the upper brackets for tomorrow. And whoever loses this will be going to the lower brackets against Invictus, apparently. So they're still warming up here for a second, but we'll be right into the pistol round. My name is Jaeger, of course. It's CSGO to Asia. I'm joined by Black and Blue.
Yes, 2 colors, 1 man. I'm here, and you can see, winning the 9th round, BTRG will opt to stay on the CT side as expected. Imagine spawning a human, putting them to school for 18 years, and feeding them, raising them, teaching them, and then picking T side on train. That would be quite unfortunate. So BTRG doing well and to please their mothers and everybody watching the stream.
That's one of the strangest things I've ever heard you say, but they have called a stop, and
I didn't mean it like that.
No, I didn't know how you
You
meant
turned
it.
it sour. Why?
You don't mention mothers on any broadcast. That's just the basic rule, isn't it?
I just meant, like, you know, you raise. It's just part of the joke. You raise them. You do that. And no. But they're gonna restart this round.
Sorry, Cream Cabbage. We're not trying to distract you. So, they restart the round, and away we go. Oh, deja vu. We've seen this already. Say the thing about mothers again.
Fathers.
Okay.
USBs in hand for across the board for BTRG, and well, trying to push up into Olaf. They do have people over there. It's quite aggressive in position. Malik will find the frag here, and he will get traded out eventually. Though 3v3 on the board, and the Ivy position really strong, but already overtaken as Xcurt able to find the frag of his own here through E-Box, but he'll get traded out quite quickly by Reality. 2v2 on the board, and they're pushing through Old Bomb, but we're gonna get the bomb planted towards B here, ZIGMA.
Sign, no gun. Interesting. But Dreamer's got his ready to go. He's spotted the player over the ramp. He knows exactly where both of them are. He's tapping away. He needs to find his kill onto ramp. Up close, it is Sign. But now he's made it very difficult. He's chasing him. And he's going to catch him as well. And there should be enough time for the defuse here. Start beating faster just as he hits it.
He doesn't have time.
No, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it.
Nope, he doesn't.
No, he's got it.
One minute.
So, BTRG 1-0. A team ace for BTRG. Every single player there doing their part. And, well, ZIGMA, they came very close, but unable to escape the chase from Sign into brown holes. And that did cost ZIGMA that round.
I think you're ahead like 2 seconds.
152? 151?
Yeah, 2 seconds exactly.
Okay. Let me, 144? 143?
Yeah, we good. FAMAS in the hands here of Impression and Xcurt. Scout on Marek, so interestingly enough, it's actually Marek with a sniper rifle and not Xcurt once again, so they've been pushing here now towards the brown halls. They're gonna make a lot of noise, and Zion's gonna give that call out, but they're gonna be aggressing towards the B site. Smoke out towards Zed, the connector, and it's gonna alert the defense here. BTRG to try and rotate and wrap back around towards the B site, but through the wall, on top of the ramp, they will find Niffy. And that will put a bit of a dent into the attack that ZIGMA are gearing up to take here.
I can't believe this is still happening, where you lose that first round and you can still buy up 3 Galils and an AK as well. Like, you're getting punished for winning that pistol round, and you simply cannot buy enough on that CT side, so It's the M4 and the 2 FAMASs, but they've got an SMG and a scout.
They're pushing out through main here, ZIGMA, and already close into the site. They will find Frag, at least. Finding Marek and looking towards Pop Dog, but he had the wrong idea, as Rolex will find the frag here in Excurate. Zion will find one of his own, and the trade frags coming in here, as Impression is able to find one. Zion able to find 3 quick frags right on top of the site, and AK being picked up by him. BTRG. Second round to their name. Now, ZIGMA, they went in dry into A main, from A main, and that was enough to catch BTRG off guard and get a few entry frags into it, and even pushing up deep in the E-box before they were spotted out, but I guess ultimately, not having the utility to make that execute work there with no smokes in their hands or anything, they did pay the price for it in the post plant, as BTRG able to get the defuse off and able to get the retake quite easily. So ZIGMA can be forced here on another eco, and they're gonna be able to buy the next one. They will have enough economy for that, but Attack 9 coming out here for PP overdose, and they go for a B split here, or at least a split on the map. One going towards ladder room, another brown halls, and 3 of them committing towards Ivy for now on the ZIGMA squad.
Right now, ZIGMA, they've gathered up towards that. It's like a fake towards B at the moment, but they're not really pulling players over for BTRG. They're staying inside the A site, perhaps expecting this push to come in from the side of ZIGMA. I don't understand. They flirt with the idea of Ivy, and then they make their way back towards A main. Extra throws a molly out towards A main as well, and playing up close is going to be Dreamer. They don't have to pull up Hot Dog, and just as I say it, from the side gets flanked. There's another now great shot. There's another one there from Noun. Niffy finding the kill onto Excurate as Rolex now trying to push his way out. Oh, what a shot! Down goes Marek. These pistols, they're ringing true. So many kills here, but 9. He's looking for a little bit more. He does find one, but it's all down to the IGL here. 1 versus 2, and still on that flank. Bella Chow is still alive and kicks. Down goes another member, and it will be ZIGMA in this game. BTRG, their money's been reset.
ZIGMA. That was actually a pretty good execute considering what they had in their hands there towards the A site. They pretty much swarmed the A side over. As you can see, they had the man positioned towards Pop Dog, another one positioned towards Olaf, and beside the green trains, another one pushed up in their E-box, and the others wrapping back around towards the TV, and the camera rather, some people like to call it. And, well, for now at least, BTRG still have a round over ZIGMA, but they're going to be pulling out the double scout instead. Towards Ivy, that will be Excurate, doing quite a bit of damage there towards Niffy. Rolex will take about the same fate. Quick frag here from PP overdosing. He's going to be finding Marek. Almost follows suit actually here. Dreamer.
This could prove useful. He's made his way up into brown holes. He doesn't have anyone on his back yet. This all comes down to whether he gets peeked from behind. He does find these players from ZIGMA, but he will get traded out. Phenomenon finds a kill into Sign as well. But 2 versus 3 is a Deagle and a Scout versus 2 AKs and an M4. Excurate, maybe expect them to be going back towards A, but the inside of the tunnel. He's going to find Excurate. It's all down to impression. He's making his way over to pick up this AK, and he's going to hold on to that and carry that over to the next round, I think.
There's a great frag there being found by impression coming from Old Bomb, and that will allow ZIGMA to get the bomb planted down and potentially round number 4. I don't think that, well, impression is going to go for this. Earlier, I meant reality, finding that frag, but with here now, impression is going to be off to save, and here on top of kitchen, it's the safest thing you can do and the smartest thing you can do in this situation. So, BTRG giving up this round, and ZIGMA a second round to their name here on T side on train. Now, BTRG, you're going to come into round number 5 with a pretty low economy, so you can expect him to buy up a few pistols and try and support this solo AK on impression, their in-game leader. If anything, he's probably going to drop it over if nobody else buys armor, but I think he's just going to hold it. The only reason why I thought that was because he's the in-game lead, but he probably doesn't want anybody to invest anymore, so AK is still in his hands, as you can see, and the rest of the BTRG squad You're expecting to buy a bunch of deagles, and that's exactly what they do.
Fast control of ground balls. Well, it's already out of E-bomb. Fast play here. The AK only finds 1 kill. And that's what it was saved for. The Molly ultimately finds impression. X-Script gets found out in the open as well. And PP Overdrive, he's looking for a little bit. He's going to find more as well. Down goes Marcus, all down to Sign. It's way in from A main. Tapping away, he can't find anything, and there it is. Another round for ZIGMA. They're up to 3 now. BTRG have to call a pause as they need to wait for Dreamer, yeah, to come back.
You can wait for everything to get sorted out here in terms of disconnections and the like, but BTRG, not much they could have done in that situation. They had a single rifle and protect the prison, didn't exactly work out in their favor. So they're going to be able to buy up now, and as you can see here, Mark, a weapon M4 and a bit of utility. They're going to be quite dry still in utility this round, but at the very least, they're going to have M4 and armor. You're going to expect Impression to buy FAMAS and more utility instead. Perhaps a kit throughout the team, maybe 1 or 2. At the very likeliest, 1. And so, BTRG, they still have a chance this round. They just have to play their utility smart. So, you're going to want to, obviously, use at least a smoke to cut off one of the sites early on, but the rest of it, you're going to have to save it for the retake, and you're trying to defend later on in the round if it does reach the later point of the round, the Act 3, as you would say. Be when it's about 40, 50 seconds in, rather when there's 40 or 50 seconds left on the clock, and that's about the time teams like to execute, especially when you hit the 30-second mark. That's about time that teams like to execute, and so you have to save your utility for then, because otherwise you're going to be dry out of utility and nades before anything ever happens in the game. So, BTRG, once again, on the light buy, but you're going to have to try and make the best that they can out of this. Now, ZIGMA, they're in a much better spot economically, and they've been taking these A sites especially quite well, and they've been noticing that. They've been trying to go towards the B site every now and then, but they've been losing a member trying to even get into the site, and so the one time that they did get the plant on that bomb site, they didn't win the round, but then again, that was because of the wrap round rotate that came in. It was quite a late buy, and it was during the second round of the map, so ZIGMA haven't really tried to take B site as of yet, but they've noticed that they've been losing a member every time they try to go there. They've been getting picked, so wrapping around towards A has been working, and they're going to try to go for that, I assume, once again, until it fails, and in that case, when it does, that's when they're going to try and go for the B side this time. But Dreamer has finally reconnected, and, well, BTRG, again, going to call a stop, maybe.
ZIGMA have been playing differently than what we're used to seeing. ZIGMA, normally, it's like those last 2 maps where they really start to stay consistent. So far, those first 2 rounds, they looked a bit flat, and especially on that last map in Mirage, they definitely were lackluster, but here, so far on this T side, as you say, they haven't really taken that B site. It's always been an A take, and a lot of those kills coming through before they've even hit site. All this strep aggression, and they find all the kills inside of that site. I mean, it's either or. And at this point, no orbs coming out for either side.
Interestingly enough, Impression is up by a utility, instead it's going for the kit, but deep push in Ivy. Able to get a 2v2, so still things equalized all up. You're gonna have to dedicate each member per site. Zion able to find the frag of his own. And find one, now bring it to a 2v2 in their favor, but right around the corner, are they gonna expect it? So they don't. As, well, Dreamer able to find a frag. Oh, is that? Or TP overdose, rather. The names just switched up there for ZIGMA, and that was a bit confusing. You can see your in connector, Dreamer, waiting by the smoke, and you can expect him to rotate over to the B side if anything happens, but the bomb is actually going towards A. It's in the hands of reality, and the reality of the situation is that he's even after that pick there from PP overdose, able to find 2, and Dreamer will be shut down was the need to get the bomb planet down as ZIGMA able to get the 4th round on the board, and this is a really good showing here on Train, the T side as well.
The shot down there from PP Overdrive. ZIGMA up to 4 now. BTRG, they're forced to use the pistols. And I feel like they should be saving as much money as they can for extra to use their AWP. I feel like that is normally their ace in the hole, especially here on Train. We've seen them beat out a number of top teams here with that setup. Sign will find the first kill. But now it's going to go Bella Ciao.
Or Just Cause, to be more accurate.
No, it's Bella Ciao now.
Oh, fine.
Okay.
Dreamer, right around the corner here from reality. Will he expect this? He might not, but he's going quite of an off angle, and early in the round, he might not expect it. Oh, he spots out the barrel, though! And that will give away Dreamer's position. Does Dreamer know this? Dreamer, be very careful, and he's not going to get away with it. He's just going to get pre-fired straight up by reality, and, well, 4v4 on the board, and this does heavily favor ZIGMA, actually.
They have 3 players over towards Ivy. What can they do at this point? Their way into Pop Dog. That bomb is going over towards B. And Sign's going to be holding that by himself. He does have the AK that he salvaged, but he's got no armor.
ZIGMA, they're already crawling up here in the brown halls, and at least BTRG have rotated back around towards the B site. You can see their Impression and Zine already made their way into holding B side, but Excurate able to find a lurking overdose towards the A site, and that's going to alert the defense that something's awry. The B site going to be trying to taken here by ZIGMA. Impression able to find the frag of his own, but he will go down eventually, and reality will find a frag too. So 2v1 situation, and he's going to be peeking really hard. Double peek, and he couldn't have done anything in that situation. They do try to get the bomb plant down, but not enough. 3-4 now. Still ZIGMA with a 1-round lead, but BTRG are cutting into this quick.
Caught themselves in the trap of letting that timer go down way too low. So in that situation, he just had to die. That's all he could do. He was going to get peeked either way. I feel like he should have held the bomb plant at least. So he's given his teammates a little more money to work with. BTRG, they finally got that AWP in the hands of X-Grid, and that can be a big, scary point for ZIGMA to have to deal with. Oh, he gets let down to 60! Just couldn't wait a second before hitting that molly.
Unneeded damage there done on him, and if he gets ticked up, then you may have even heard that, but somehow PP Overdose finds 2 quick frags from Pop Dog from the bottom of the ladder, and should have broken that window first before throwing that, but it does work out though. Sign gonna be wrapping around here, M4 in hand. You don't see it, but he does have it. Rolex able to find the frag in the trade coming in, so reality able to find the frag of his own, and he will get eventually traded out here by Impression. He might be the in-game leader, but he's got some chops on him with that aim and a quick flick to move him out of the equation. So
I mean, Impression
2v4 on the board, and
he's one of the most experienced players in the roster. He's played every role with European teams and Asian teams, and he's finally fitting into this role of IGL. But he still shows those signs of that dedicated rifler that he once was, and so I mean, supposedly he still is. But it will be another round for ZIGMA. They're up now by 2 points over BTRG, and Impression, he does find the 1 consolation kill and saves the AWP. And so he brings over about 5-7 in terms of smoke, half armor, and his AWP.
Max. BTRG.
They can buy. It won't be a perfect buy, but X can drop over 2 M4s, and doesn't have to buy himself armor, but he will buy armor anyway. So it will be 2 FAMASs, 2 M4s, and the AWP in the hands of Excurate. And so there's an opportunity here for BTRG. ZIGMA, maybe not expecting there to be a buy-up, although as I say it, they do use a lot of utility to counter this initial utility coming up from the side of ZIGMA. So BTRG, maybe the jig is up, we'll see as the fight commences. I'm gonna try and get on top of this train. Marek is playing very close to Simon. Oh, what? He finds the kill in the smoke. Down's gonna go PP overdrive. And Sign, he's gonna molly off the cross towards that site. They can't even cross.
Oh, somehow! Niffy finds that through the smoke.
That was through the smoke in towards Connector as well. Now, it looks like they want to go back towards this A site. And Marek has put himself in a much more advantageous position. Especially to counter the push that comes in. He can get that backstab once the bomb starts to go down. So out he goes. He's making some noise. Dreamer spotted him. Does a little bit of damage. Marek looking towards that sandwich position. He's actually making his way over towards A main. And he can catch all of them from behind. The bomb
is a great spot right here.
Ready to go down. And there, Dreamer finds one kill. That was Bella. And Marek finds the kill into Phenomenon. He's looking for that flank. And there it is. Marek with the double kill there. Sorry, it's a triple in total. 4-5. BTRG, they're keeping the score close. And ZIGMA, they keep running down this clock each time. And it's getting more and more dicey. BTRG, they need to rack up as many CT side rounds here as they can. Because once it switches over to that T side, the hope starts to dwindle. BTRG, their T side, they struggle a little bit. And so, they know how much is at stake at this point.
That round was entirely possible because of Marek's forward position. Great job in waiting on the timing to wrap back around from sandwich all the way into A main and pop right back out, finding 3 members, well 2, during that push on the execute on the A site. And just shutting down whatever offense ZIGMA was trying to pull off there. No IV players for ZIGMA as they're all pretty much stacked up here in the brown halls, and the B side execute might be underway. The first real one by ZIGMA, and as I said, as soon as A doesn't start working, and it didn't that previous round, it hasn't been working, you can start going towards the B site, and exactly here, you're going to see them try their luck on towards B. So, 2 members on the B side, and it has been Apollo and Zine, well, Impression and Zine to be specific, who have been committed to holding the B site, at least earlier in the rounds, but once again, they're going to be tasked with that same ideal. Flashes out, and Utility will be dropping out towards the B site. Smoke down towards Connect, and they're going to be pushing out into the ramps. Able to find the frag here. 2 quick frags by PP Overdose. A follow-up by Dreamer, and that will be Rolex going down now. Frag being found as well by Just Cause, and it isn't looking too well for the BTRG defense here, as he will find a second here, PP Overdose. And now, last up for live, Marek. He pulled it off the last round, but this one might be too much of a tall order for him to try and flank his way into this.
If he has
might be caught out from behind too. Oh,
a ninja defuse. He does manage to catch PP Overdrive as he backs away into brown holes, but I think at this point he realizes it's too much effort. No one is going to be chasing, and he's just going to have to save what he can. Actually can't buy in either. Who won? We don't have that information. If this is pre-recorded like you're suggesting, we wouldn't know. Such interesting allegations. You guys are creative, to say the least.
Yeah, we're seeing this like perhaps 5 to 10 seconds ahead of what you guys are seeing, so
yeah, we didn't watch this, you know, last week when they were trying to make it as dramatic as possible. No, I'm kidding. So 6-4, ZIGMA, they maintain that lead. BTRG, they're looking prone to go into that 3-round deficit as they only have pistols going. And Marek, at least with that saved AK, manages to find the kill onto Phenomenon. And Dreamer, he's salvaged himself an AK to work with as well. Tops it over to Excurate, drops himself a Deagle as well. And now give themselves a bit of an opportunity to steal this round away. Oh no. Oh no.
Very dangerous position there for PP Overdose to be playing. Luckily for him, he gets away with it, but it turned real sour real quick for ZIGMA. Dropping another AK to the side of BTRG. Would already be a bit too much, considering they've already picked up 2. They brought one over from the previous round and picked up another one after the frag. And
Nico, I'm going to completely cut you off. How are you?
Yes. I'm quite well.
There you go, James Weed. He's quite well, as am I. They're just asking how we are.
Oh, thanks. I love the name, by the way.
That is a good name. Yeah, James Swede. That's a cool name. As it will be. Wait, sorry. Whose name is N now? That's Noun. Okay. It's Niffy finding the kill as he jumps down, and PP Overdrive finding a kill into Dreamer as well. 2 versus 3. It's both AKs ready to go. X-Script makes his way down from Pop Dog. And he may catch perfect timing here, because they're not looking towards Pop Dog at this very moment. They don't have any kits, so if they are planning to go for this, they have to go for it now.
I don't think they're going to opt to go for this. Virelis, well, X-Script doesn't have armor. They have no utility whatsoever to make this happen, and down 46. They kind of just have to give it up. I know it's not nice to do. I know it's kind of sour. You're already down 4 rounds, and ZIGMA are about to be 7 up here on the T side, and 3 rounds over them, and it isn't looking too well, but you really have to just go for it. You just have to bite the bullet. You have to cut your losses, and at this point, if you lose these guns, then it's not going to turn out too well either moving forward. So at least now they have the money. They're going to be able to buy up twice over, and
these rounds that Sigma have been buying, they've just been like delaying the push, delay, and then rush into the site, and then they find every single player, and they always leave 1 or 2 still left alive that were somewhere else on the map, and every single time they find their way into these sites, they can't go for the retakes inside of BTRG. And it's been very strange to see, because BTRG, they're the anchors. They should be able to hold against these pushes coming in from ZIGMA. They're using the utility just right. Once they run out, they can just hold those angles, those off angles. But you're not really seeing it happening. Instead, you see ZIGMA charging out, getting multi kills. Not really getting utility use. You don't see a lot of flash assist kills coming in from the side of ZIGMA. It's just brute strength as they push through.
Are you part of the Mafia, Jace?
No. What?
You have a gun pointed at you? Blink twice.
Well, I can't. I don't have the camera turned on, so how would they even?
Guffaw.
Squeal twice.
X-Script able to find the frag. They're in reality peeking from Ivy, and well, PP Overdose able to find one of his own towards Dreamer. So, oh, peeking and dying. X-Script finding his head. Another PP Overdose. Another frag going towards the way of Marek and Impression, and last left alive here, Rolex, and the time is up for him as Impression does shut him down with his second frag this round. And if you are part of the Mafia, admit it. What have you been pushing?
Let me just take this fat check first. Oh, no, I'm not.
The only Mafia I've been
rounds in.
The only Mafia I've been supporting is the Pizza Mafia. I've been eating lots of pizza recently. And
I'm level 100. No, I'm kidding. That's a dead meme. That died very quickly.
Dang.
A little coming out for the side of ZIGMA. The utility isn't heavily invested into at this point. Watch out for ramp. No one there waiting.
No one indeed, but once again, as called out, Zion and Impression have been the members of BTRG committed towards holding the B side, and Zion has actually been holding this angle quite a lot. I don't think ZIGMA have necessarily realized this, otherwise they'd be smoking it a lot closer. They wouldn't be smoking it as deep as they were. That smoke would drop shallower if they would realize this, but Zion in this position here, checking towards ramp on the speedway. That's been a position he's been holding a lot. He's been forced out of it previously, but I don't know if they've picked up on that trait that he's been doing yet, that habit of his. So smoke out. That's a proper smoke to try and block off his position. There by Zion. Now Niffy. You're dropping that, and Impression able to find a frag here. Able to find a second here. Zion and flurry of frags coming other way, but BTRG, a quick shutdown of ZIGMA's execute onto the B side, and ZIGMA is completely blindsided by just what happened. What just happened?
It's a 3 and a 2K, and of course Zion's the one that gets that 3K. But again, Impression, he's really hitting these shots on Train, and I mean those two especially. 13 kills, 12 kills apiece. They're looking strong here, at least for their side, and they're trying to keep things even at least, because ZIGMA, everyone's trying to pop off. They're all getting these kills in BTRG not yet performing.
Oh. Execute. Accuracy there, but able to get away with it. They only have pistols on the side here for ZIGMA, so he won't be too heavily punished for that mistake. Dreamer about to commit the same one as well, but again, ZIGMA not having the tools to make it happen in terms of punishment. So Zyrels or Execute. We'll find the frag there, and that will shut down any IV pushes that ZIGMA might have intended. For a stack here coming from BTRG and ZIGMA gearing up underway. They're in brown halls and shortly going to be out A main. Two quick frags from Apollo. An impression finding 3 to close it out there. As BTRG even it all up, and we're going to go into the last round of the half. At 7-7, who's going to take the 8th?
ZIGMA, they saved hard in that last round to make sure they could buy the AKs in this, and BTRG likewise have plenty to work with, and the utility is looking good for the CT side, and ZIGMA is only slightly lacking. It's not really too big a deal at that point. At this point now, it's how they play this round out. ZIGMA, they've been a fan of the late push, getting all these kills around the smokes, playing around the smokes have been thrown out by BTRG and by themselves. And BTRG, how do they counter that? Do they put the smokes in the right places? Do they allow ZIGMA into the site and then play for that retake? And that is a much harder prospect when you're on that CT side, and it also kind of shows what to expect once you're on that T side, because BTRG, we don't really see them go for those retakes, which is essentially you playing like a T side player, trying to push into that site and find those kills, and they haven't been finding those kills in the retakes. He's there to find the double kill as they push in, looking for a little bit more. Doesn't come down yet, but he's been spotted by Bella Chow. He's going to find a double kill on the entry into the site. He's just found X-Grid and Sign, and now in a 2 versus 2, the bomb is going down. Bella Chow is down 34 HP. Dreamers is there on the backstab, and it looks like Bella Chow is going to find him. Absolutely a headshot, no doubt, and it's all down to Marek. One of the star new players here for BTRG. Does he have what it takes to find both of these kills? He's got 2 flashes. He's got the kit. And this is such a difficult clutch. Perhaps the bomb.
Yeah, trying to go for this is really hard, especially on the B side. They can peek from ramp or from the top on B long, and as you can see, holding both angles here, ZIGMA will eventually get the round, and Marek will fall down. Now ZIGMA 8-7 over BTRG, and they're going to be moving over to the CT side. Now, it might be equal, but if I was BTRG, I might just be a bit worried on things to come, as you're going to be down around, you're moving over to the T side, and Train is infamously CT-sided, so still, they shouldn't let it be a cause of concern, but and don't let it get to their heads, but still, it's something to keep in mind.
14 kills for Sign, 14 kills for Impression, 2 of the star players showing up for BTRG here on Train on that CT side. And let's see if they can start playing that entry on their T side. As ZIGMA, well, it was PP Overdrive and Bella Chow. Bella Chow's actually had some sick plays so far. And so we'll see how they do on the defensive here.
They're going to be committing 2 members as well towards the B side, and 3 there towards A. You have the rotate player onto PP Overdose. He's going to be rotate in case anything happens. It does. The B stack here, they're about to explode off a ramp, and well, at least they're going to see their feet first before pushing out here. Reality, and he's going to be making for... Oh, no, he switches his pistol, but able to find a quick frag at least on the Marek to get that out. Pushing here from Oil, Rolex able to find the frag of his own and dropping down somehow mid-air. Execute lands a shot. I don't know how that happens, but and the 1-tap coming in from PP Overdose as well. This is an insane pistol round. Dreamer able to find the frag of his own now. 2v1 situation with somehow Niffy trying to go for another 1-tap at long range, making it work. P250 in hand and quite low as well. Dreamer will get the round here for BTRG, and That was just crazy back
I
and forth.
cannot believe Execute finds that kill as he jumps down from heaven. That's insane. That is insane. That's a falling Glock shot. That's not... I think the only thing that got the jumping buff was the Deagle. And, well, Execute, he's showing that experience he's had against tier 1 teams. Every now and then, he shows that little sign of life. ZIGMA, they go for a hard eco here. BTRG investment. So, good chance that they take the lead here over ZIGMA.
Rolex tied down to half, and he's not going to be dissuaded even after that, and I guess he hasn't learned his lesson. Almost gets punished heavily for it. He does almost lose his life, and eventually does fall down to Dreamer's AK. I'll be the B side open if they want to take it, but they're not going to yet, as the bomb is quite far away, and PP Overdose able to find a frag. Execute able to find one of his own, and Impression as well. He'll get traded out, though, quickly, here by Impression. By Reality, rather.
Bomb's going over towards the A side, and it should be going down. Well, Sign, great timing. He catches Bella Chow as he starts to rotate back towards Connector, and it's all down to PP Overdrive. Makes his way around the corner, he finds Execute, makes sure Sign isn't following him. And now Sign, he is going to follow over towards that A site. Marek has made his way up into heaven. Sign is making sure he's not peeking back or trying to save that AK, but I think this round should be at this point done. BP Overdrive's made his way towards Ivy, and that's probably the last place that BTRG are going to expect him to be. So 9-8, BTRG take the lead away from ZIGMA, and we should see a gun round coming out in the next round from the CT side.
Yeah, it's a good save, actually, from BP Overdose. Wrapping around through CT and through Old Bomb and all the way into Ivy. They had no idea. As you can see there, Zion was even looking all the way towards CT there on the bomb side, towards oil, so they really wouldn't have expected it. And a good save coming in from him. They really needed everything that they could, and in that case, they definitely needed that AK. The AUG coming in here from Reality, and ZIGMA only around the way, so still very much so in this game, but BTRG are looking really strong right now and really confident in their play. Now they've pushed up two members here towards Ivy. You can see both Execute and Marek rather, towards Ivy, and as Dreamer finds a frag there towards ramp on the B site. That's going to confuse the hell out of ZIGMA, and they don't know where exactly to go, as you can hear a bunch of utility dropping towards Ivy, but BTRG just took a pick off of the B site, so where do they go now? ZIGMA's defense scattered and sprayed out. A frag, though, being found there by PP Overdose, and looking quickly back towards Ivy. Niffy able to find a frag, and the Ivy push by BTRG just shut down immediately here. Niffy, big hand to play in that, and Zion pushing out. He's going to punish that as well. PP Overdose getting the round there, and that'll be the 9th for ZIGMA, tying it all up. 9-9. And BTRG don't have the money to buy up into this, so they're going to expect to plot an eco. Bunch of Eagles will probably be dropped here by Dreamer and by Marek, and the rest of the squad. Not much. Oh, he actually buys up an AK. It's interesting. He's going to play the solo AK strat here, and Dreamer's not going to follow suit. He's going to buy a Deagle instead, and a bunch of Glocks coming out here for BTRG. Ooh, that does a ton of damage towards Marek as well, and that's quite unfortunate. He does have armor, and nobody else does on his team, so there's nobody he can really drop that AK to.
To have impact these Deagles, they're waiting for this smoke to dissipate before they can push right out in the open. Great catch there from Marek. He's going to find another player towards... Oh no, it's going to be Dreamer to find a kill towards Overdrive. Oh! Can't even go down. Rolex, what a roll. He finds a double kill, and it's going to be now to finish off Dreamer. And 9-10 ZIGMA, they've taken the lead back straight away.
I don't care if that was against an eco. That was pretty sick, but still. ZIGMA around now over BTRG, and we're taking the lead here, and we're taking the round advantage. Now BTRG, a double eco coming in from them as that gamble on the previous round didn't work out and not able to make it happen. But now they're going to be crawling up into the B halls, and Marek still going to be holding towards main, so nobody gets too aggressive, and he does punish the aggression aforementioned by PP overdose, and well, a frag being found by Reality to try and bring it back just a bit. Dual shots bringing out, and well, ZIGMA have to be very careful of this. Be very scared as well, as you know, these BTRG members definitely hit those shots, as Bello Chow or Just Cause able to land his shot as well. Dreamer going to be pushing out through the smoke here on ramp, and might be ill-advised, but they all get out scot-free off of Rolex. They will drop the bomb though, and Rolex will eventually find Excurate. Bello Chow or Just Cause rather getting 2 frags to close out that defense and close out the round, bring it to a 11-9 in the favor of ZIGMA.
So BTRG, they'll be buying into this round. AWP comes out for X-Rit. The rest of them will have AKs to work with. ZIGMA, they do have the AUG still in the hands of L Phenomenon. And, let's see what they plan to do on this round. Oh no, Sign! He's messed up a bit of utility there. I don't understand how he messes that up, but they keep long and oh! PP Overdrive, he pushed straight into A main, he finds a double kill. He's looking for a little bit more. X-Rit's running around the corner, but it will be X-Rit to shut him down. But he finds that double so quickly.
Varela able to get the pick there, Excurate, and breaking out to a 3v2 in the favor of BTRG now. They can try to make his execute work, but all the way to Olaf, I don't know if they spotted, but I think he might have some idea that Reality might be playing towards there. Zine, he's not going to be diverting his attention yet, but if you're not careful, Reality might just find the frag, and he does. Going back into cover as, well, Excurate might have his number, and he does eventually find him through the wall, just a bit in the corner, not enough cover for him. Rolex in a 1v2 situation, and he has all the utility and all the health to make this work. He does find Excurate, and the bomb is planted there for Pop Dog, but I don't know if he's going to necessarily go for this. And he will go for the peek as he sees and hears the incendiary drop, and
he did so much damage. He's down to 8 HP. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? So 12-9, and ZIGMA. I mean, BTRG, they almost did everything right there, and Excurate, as soon as that bomb goes down, he swings to the left, and that made it very easy for the last player. I already forgot who it was. 9 PM.
You mean on the CT side or the T side?
Yes, on the CT side.
Rolex.
That was Rolex. Okay, I was unsure, but yeah, it was Rolex. As Extra swings out wide, Rolex no problem cleaning that up, and the molly towards Pop Dog was the perfect placement. And so pause comes in. I think this is from the side of BTRG as I try and discuss what happened just then. But I mean, can't really blame the last player there. He did his absolute best to take down Rolex in the molly and brings him down to 8 HP. But ZIGMA now, they're trying to walk away with this.
1 bullet left, and it would have been a different tale. Although he was burning himself too, and it went either way really. But BTRG, as he said, 3 rounds under ZIGMA, and ZIGMA, they seem to be on point and on the right road to bring round number 13 their way. As BTRG, not in the best spot economically. You can see here, Dreamer buying up the scout. I don't know if Zion is going to really invest into this. I don't think it might be the smartest idea, but he's buying armor, and it does seem like he might buy FAMAS to support it too. No? I see Zed instead. Okay, they're going to play around the 2K mark, which is exactly the sweet spot that you want to be able to save enough for the next round and still be able to invest into this one. So you can expect impression out of anybody to invest more here.
I mean, talking about sweet spot, you.
Uh-huh. You know where it is.
Whoa. What is? Anyway. Round number 22, and it's going to be CZ's, Deagles, and the Scout. Can you do a Peter Griffin impression? I cannot. So I can only do Brian and Stewie. Peter, I don't know how to do it. You're going to talk out of the side of your mouth. I don't know how to do it. The overdrive. He'll be waiting for the push call of Pop Dog. Look at all 5 players for BTRG. They're all stacked up there. Manage as it is now pushing up towards a main. they feel completely comfortable with this current setup. They have actually no one looking towards Ivy right now. So they can just smoke that off, go straight into CT if they want. You know, something creative. I want to see like a smoke path that leads directly to the site that they can abuse or something. Excret making sure no one is lurking from the side of ZIGMA. And Dreamer, he's going to find a kill. So will Marek. 2 kills go their way. But there, his overdrive to not just equalize things, but to give the advantage back. And
third, a fourth. Oh my god, almost gets the ace there. The 4K. Rolex can take one away, but
yeah, Rolex
ZIGMA
said, no, you don't deserve an ace. I'll take that. And, well, he does deserve the ace, because PP Overdrive is up to 29 kills now. And he's about to 30 bomb. I'm sure he's definitely going to get that before the game is over. 9 to 13, BTRG, they buy into this round properly. And, well, ZIGMA, they just need to keep doing what they're doing.
AWP once again in the hands of Excret, and this might be all they need. Might be the X Factor to try and bring us back, but a very forward position here by Just Cause, already towards Ivy, and he's going to get a lot of info off of that. They know they're not going to be gearing up towards an Ivy take, at least. So, BTRG, I'll be at least a bit quicker on the rotate towards the B site once that BTRG starts hitting that. ZIGMA. Frag grenade, and they perfectly called it. A ton of damage done towards BTRG. That lands perfectly. He couldn't have timed that better. And the B site execute about to come on their way here as they're going pushing out from ramp.
Marek just stares at it as well. I don't understand. And now
just
he's
accepted his fate.
over towards the B site. Yeah, he's just like, you know what? I see the nade coming. Down immediately goes impression, looking for a little bit more. Rogues finds a double kill before he goes down. Excret there to shut him down. Up close, Dreamer. He's there to cover off the rotation from Connector. Up in heaven as well, from when it's found. And now it's down to PP Overdrive and Bella. Molly down, forces Dreamer to go actually forward. He smokes it to get back into position. Finds the kill onto the ramp, and it's going to be PP Overdrive to find it. And he burns in the fire of Dreamer. And another round there for BTRG. But that was PP Overdrive's 30th kill.
That was something. I mean, PP Overdose, he pretty much had that in the bag. He got the frag eventually there onto Dreamer, but unfortunately for him, he does burn down, and I won't allow him to defuse. Dreamer actually almost played that a bit too risky than I would have liked, but somehow with just exemplar play and ZIGMA making a few mistakes, he was able to bring it back. It was split, and he was pretty far from the bomb. He could have defused it at the split, but not able to make it happen. Dreamer will find the frag, and Zion will follow suit. He'll be dying. And, well, impression. Just a flurry of frags on either side. 3v3 now on the board, and you can see like a line of offense here by BTRG. They're going to be geared up all the way here on the northern side of these trains.
He didn't know how to divide his attention as well when he was stuck in Ivy. Dreamer waiting for the push coming to pop off. He is going to find it. Gets let down to 16 HP in the process, but he's done his job. Down goes the top fragger for ZIGMA, and the bomb has been planted. This is looking better from BTRG. They're now starting to push together, which has been a problem. Push together, work with your teammates. And again, not flashes coming through, but still, they've been out-aiming each other. The flash is ready for. He wants to flash the site, but so what? So Marek can peek.
ZIGMA are going to pull back, and that'll be the 11th round now for BTRG. Slowly crawling their way back into this one, and ZIGMA, they're the ones who can be forced to eco in the next one, so not much economy to really invest into this. A bunch of USPs, if anything. That's not saying much.
ZIGMA, their money is still broken. From him, he's carried over that AWP. The M4's been carried over as well, but the rest of them, they don't have enough for a proper half-buy even. So they will just stick to the USPs. They don't invest anything. I'm guessing the AWP and the rifle are going to try and hold on to those weapons while they can. Jumping in to Pop Dog. And it's going to be Marek finding a double kill. Sign finds the kill onto now.
What?
Down goes Bella Chow, and it's all down to AWP, who's going to be saving over in that B site. And another fast round here for BTRG. 12 to 13 is going to be the scoreline at this point.
quick round there for ZIGMA for BTRG rather, as ZIGMA couldn't really do much, and you can see there, Reality's going to be trying to save that AWP. He's already all the way towards B ramp, and he does find the frag on design, so that'll give his position away. But if he can save this, and he really does need to do so, and well, he'll be shut down eventually by Excurate, and that'll be the round now for BTRG. 12-13, and just one round away from catching it all up. ZIGMA finally going to be able to invest, and they do have some utility to work with this time. Not the kit, though.
And that orb being carried over by Excurate, that might be a little fun bonus for them as well. Sign not buying anything. I'm wondering if he's been disconnected. Pause, I think. Excurate needs to, not Excurate, Sign needs to reconnect. He still has an invisible gun. And okay, he's there, and he's brought up, and we still can't see his knife, his gun, or his rifles. Really, it's got like some kind of invisible skin. The super high float. Ooh. Well, that's a good start. H gonna find the kill onto SSS. That's Marek onto PP Overdrive. He's not keeping up with the names. And Sign, he pushes straight out and doesn't find the kill, but Dreamer is there for the refrag. And they're inside this B site. 3 versus 4. Almost been punted. Utility hasn't been thrown out yet. Not only should have thrown a nade, because 2 of these players from the side of BTRG are quite low. There's the nade. Doesn't do much damage though. Phenomenon missed the timing there. Smoke onto the site. Down, jumping up, looking long range. That's a great headshot, but Dreamer's there. And Belichow knows exactly where he is. Down he goes. This is a great oh my god, what a retake coming in from Belichow. He finds a triple kill on the retake.
That was a great rotating wraparound. That was a great flank, rather, by Just Cause. He came all the way from the kitchen and wrapped into upper B halls there, waiting for his teammates to push in through the oils, and that's exactly what they did. As you can see, Reality and Niffy both came towards from CT and both pushed from oil and towards B long, and just wrapping out around the perfect timing working out for ZIGMA, and unfortunately for BTRG, not in their favor either.
Didn't even want to turn around. Down goes Dreamer. That should be Excurate turning around to find that kill. Instead, he gets taken down, and the player down on Speedway gets picked up immediately. I mean, kudos to Belichow. Can't take away from his play there, but BTRG should have responded better as well.
Frag grenade up into the B halls, but I don't find anything with that. Ooh, Niffy moving Marek early out from the equation, and that's not the start that BTRG want here.
Dirty. Belichow will molly off to make sure no one else is trying to push into that smoke. Well, 2 players for BTRG. Over towards Brown Halls. What the plan is here. Trying to pull some attention away from the A side. I don't understand what the idea was there. Dreamer just walks through. Rolex just shuts him down. What was that? Was he trying to take the B site by himself? Didn't smoke forward. Didn't check towards the top. Didn't have anyone to watch towards the right as he pushed out. Such a strange push coming in from BTRG. Excurate will get one. Sign. Great find. But he can't split his attention. Now finds a kill onto Sign. 2 versus 3 now. And ZIGMA, they're very close to this match point here. Impressions down to 7 HP. Excurate, he's still on full, but he's got the AWP.
Ooh.
Down goes Excurate, and down is going to go Impression as well. 15-12, and ZIGMA, they've reached match point, and BTRG don't have the money to invest into this last round.
Yeah, that was a hard spot once Impression and Excurate were last left alive there. You had like, what, 30 seconds left on the clock? Maybe. You're down 12-14. You either save and give up the match point, or you go for it and potentially lose lots of economy in the process. And, well, they obviously picked their poison, and either way, it wouldn't have worked out too well for them. a stop here, and they're gonna restart the round in just a second. I think players were freezing up and either server computer issues, but either way, no damage has been done, and they're allowed to restart because of it.
BTRG, what hope do they have at this point? With the amount they can buy, not sure. I reckon they go for Galil's SMGs and just try and play an explosive round into that A site. I mean, they were playing explosive rounds before, and it was working for them every single time. They'd get everyone in position to pounce on these sites, or the utility comes in, and then all together they push in and they find every single kill, and they're there for the refrags as well. But what we've been seeing so far is individual pushes and people taking individual fights. BTRG not playing disciplined and playing off of each other, instead playing one by one, and ZIGMA just capitalizing on that. And so, of course, ZIGMA now, they're up to match point.
Yeah, not looking too well for BTRG, but they've been playing a bit better on the retakes here now during the closing segments of the game. But with ZIGMA still remaining on point and making this comeback seem ever so doable and ever so a reality. Just waiting for, I believe it is Niffy trying to come back. Yeah. Back here in the game, and now 12 to 15. BTRG have quite a hard task on their plate. Not much weaponry going towards their side. As you can see, once again, they're going to be buying up the Galil here on the Dreamer, and not much economy going their way either. Mac 10s, Deagles, a bunch of them, too. A single AK going to be included into the lineup here, but ZIGMA, they're going to stack the A side quite heavily. I think they do have a, I'm trying to call this read, but BTRG are actually going to be going down towards the B site, if anything. They have the utility to make it happen, but the weapons are a bit lacking so far. Once again, ZIGMA have now wrapped back around towards the B site, and oh my god, and another grenade doing so much damage there. That's gonna put quite a sting into the push here of BTRG now. Reality able to find a frag and able to find a second. Rolex able to find one of his own, and he's gonna shut down this BTRG offense immediately. Last left alive here, the in-game leader, Apollo impression, and that will be the game, the round, and the series taken by ZIGMA.
Well, I mean, it looked good for a while there. BTRG, they started off really well.